I was just cruising along the road and scanning for wildlife when I spotted a bunch of black spots on the beach, and I knew that could only mean two things. Either I'd found some wildlife, or I had mistaken some pebbles for being wildlife. Fortunately, it was the first option, and I've just found this huge group of purple sandpipers. I talked a little bit about purple sandpipers in a previous episode, but I thought I'll just mention it again, that the purple sandpipers are the only wading birds to mass overwinter here in Norway. So it goes to show that these birds are really hardy and they manage to endure the brutal Arctic winter. That's one of the reasons why I think they're so cool. And also, they're really tolerant to people. So let's see if I can get closer. I was lying really close to them and they seemed to be accepting my presence, which was really great. But then an overflying raven spooked every single bird off the snow. But actually the timing isn't too bad because the tide is retreating now, which means their feeding grounds are being uncovered again. So they've made their way out onto the beach and started feeding. So I think it's time to rather start focusing on taking some shots showing off their behaviour. was just a small group of sandpipers that took to the air, and there's one left. So I think if I wait here for just a little bit, he's probably also going to take off and take the same route as the other guys just did. And there he goes. Oh well. Those are some of the limitations of filming yourself while you are trying to photograph. But that's just a small price to pay to share these adventures with you. And just so that's said, I have gotten quite a few flight shots already, so it wasn't too bad of a situation. Now that we're talking about photographing birds in flight, I thought I'd share a little tip with you, or a fun fact if you will, and that is that most birds, when taking off and landing, they do this towards the direction of the wind. So if you pay attention to the wind direction, you can often determine in what direction the bird's going to fly. So by stationing myself upwind of the sandpipers, I can predict that the purple sandpipers are most likely going to take off towards me, so I can get those really cool and intimate flight shots just as they take off and land. So here you go, here are just a few images, since most of the images are of course unsharp. Here are just a few of the sharp images of the purple sandpipers in flight.